Welcome to Tehachapi, the City of Tehachapi's podcast, where we share conversations with local leaders, business owners, and community members. Don't miss an episode. Be sure to follow and subscribe to learn something new and discover ways to get involved in our community.
Wineries, breweries, events, and more. Maya Acosta here with Claire Scotty today. Claire, welcome back. It's been about a month since we talked last, but I'm excited to hear all the fun that is in store.
Yes, thank you so much. It's great to be back, and there is so much happening.
Yeah.
Every single weekend, there's so many fun things happening in Tehachapi from our vineyards, our breweries, all across the community, and tons of events coming up to look forward to.
Yeah, the event season has been, a huge hit so far. I feel like for us, the City of Tehachapi, at least we're kind of on the downward slope after July 4th, which was a great success. But we now play the support role in a lot of these other events.
Yes.
Mountain Fest, Apple Fest on the horizon, and many more in between. But aside from the events that are happening in town, we know that the wineries and breweries always have something for residents and visitors to enjoy.
Yes, absolutely. So let's start with Tehachapi Winery this time. We're going to start out on Saturday. They have Music Bingo 80s edition at 5:30. And then on Sunday, Ethan Chandler will be coming by to play. On July 18th, they will be having Will Gale Dance at 6 p.m. for their summer concert series. And on the 25th, they're going to have their wine club pickup party. So if you're a wine club member and you want to get reservations for that, it's 661-821-9587. And then on August 1st, they're going to have another concert series with 42 Out. And then they are also offering wine mixers, like chillers and wine mixers, all summer long. So
Yum.
yeah, many ways to stay cool this summer. Over at Triassic, they have Beatlemania happening this Saturday from 6 to 9. And we know that Beatlemania is always a huge hit. Everybody comes out of the woodwork for this, and it's always so much fun.
Yeah,
So-
I saw pictures that they posted from last year, and the band and their full costume and everything, they're going full Sgt. Peppers on people. It's pretty great.
And what's fun is that they change their costumes throughout the whole performance.
Oh.
So they kind of like follow the Beatles throughout their whole career.
Very cool.
And it's really fun, really cool. All the kiddos have fun. All the adults get up and dance. It's super fun.
Cool.
And then on July 18th, they have Cigar and Wine Night starting at 5 p.m. This is a really popular event. It's been getting more and more popular, more and more people coming. So make sure you get your reservations if you want to have a cigar tasting and wine tasting and hang out with some friends. And then on August 10th, they have a destination dinner with Meals by Merrill happening at 5 p.m. And that theme will be Brazil.
Ooh,
Yes.
fancy.
Absolutely. And we know that every weekend they have different vendors that come, arts and crafts vendors, food vendors, it's all across the board, and it's always different and always fun. Yay. Over at Dorner Family Vineyard on July 18th, they'll have Music Bingo from 6 to 9, and they wanted everybody to know that their weddings are back.
Oh, that's such a beautiful location for a wedding.
Yes.
Anytime I go out there, I am so impressed. It really is like a little oasis out there. It's so lovely.
It really is. I mean, like as you're driving down the road, the scenery's gorgeous, and then you turn down this little dirt road, and then you turn into their driveway, and it's just like, whoa, I'm in a whole different place, and it's romantic and quiet, and it's perfect for stargazing. They really have a wonderful space. So if you're thinking of getting married, or people that are thinking of getting married, check out Dorner. Over at Los Viajeros, they have French night happening on July 19th. And I don't know if all the spaces are booked. I think it's close. So make sure to grab your tickets. You can call 562-229-6349 to get some information about that. Stray Leaves has paint night happening on July 11th, coming up quick here at 5 p.m. And now they are open Sundays throughout the summer from 11 to 4. So you can cool off on that wonderful patio that they have and enjoy wine on Sundays.
Very nice.
Heading over to Tehachapi Wine and Cattle Company, they will be closed this Friday for a special event. And then on Saturday, they have Mike Heckathorn from 2 to 5. And on Sunday, they have Izzy Morphin from 2 to 5. Heading over to our breweries, West Lane has 4 different bands playing this Saturday, including Bar Fight Grande.
All right.
Hopefully that doesn't allude to happenings at West Lane. I'm sure it won't. The London System, Point Zero, and Overbite, they're all going to be playing. And then Jamel's Good Food Gang, #You Want to Eat Like This, is happening that Saturday.
Awesome.
Coming up. Yeah. Over at Local Craft Beer, we know every Wednesday is Geeks Who Drink Trivia Night starting at 6:30. Thursday is their musical open mic night. I believe the third Friday of every month is the singer-songwriter night. And then on July 29th, they have paint night with As Unique as the Art.
Very nice. And the Thursday open mic night is so fun. I went for the first time recently, and the weather was perfect that night. They had those garage doors wide open, and the music's going, and the beer, and their little courtyard is nice and family friendly. So it was a really great time that people should definitely go check out.
Absolutely. I know they always know how to have a good time, and it's very low key.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, love that. All right, so that's everything I could find for our vineyards and our breweries throughout the next month. But oh my goodness, so many amazing things happening.
Yes, we know that our events are going to bring a lot of people out of the house, maybe into town. And the wineries and breweries are great supplementary events and activities for people to check out as well while they're up here visiting and enjoying all of these great events.
Yes, and we know Tehachapi Valley Recreation Parks District has stuff going on almost every single day. I know you've talked to them and they've highlighted so many wonderful things, but I do want to remind everybody that there's a few events that you don't want to miss at all. They have Movies in the Park coming up this month on July 10th and July 24th. Moana 2 is playing on the 10th and The Wild Robot is playing on the 24th, both at Meadowbrook Park, starting as soon as the sun goes down. So, get your spot around 7:30. And then on July 19th, they have a special stargazing event happening at their district location at 490 West D Street, starting at 8 p.m. when it gets dark enough. And then on July 25th, they have a color run happening at Meadowbrook Park at 6 p.m. So, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so many fun things happening, but those are some of the bigger events that you really want to make sure you put on your calendar.
Yeah.
We know Farmers Market is happening every Thursday. And how has that been going? It looks amazing.
Oh, it's been great. I think we've got great response from everybody so far, but it's really cool to just see all sorts of people from the community coming out to enjoy not only, the produce and the food and the crafts, but the live music and really just the atmosphere of hanging out with your neighbors and your friends. And kids are having a blast every week with the yard games that we have out there and dancing to the music. Last week we saw some kids dancing to some country music, and they were pretending like they were cowboys riding each other around like they're horses. So kids are having a blast. It's a great safe space for families of all ages to just enjoy downtown Tehachapi.
Awesome. I love that. What a great time. We have Friday night bingo at the American Legion happening this Friday, and that starts at 12 p.m.-ish. They kind of, get the ball rolling, and then you can come in at 5 for dinner, and then the bingo starts at 6:30.
All right.
Yeah. And then July 11th and 12th, so Friday and Saturday, Simply Perfect Gifts and Decor is doing a Christmas in July event. And so they take everything off the shelves and they bring all the Christmas out.
Oh my goodness.
And it's a big event. Everybody enjoys it, and they get to do some Christmas shopping a little early. And it's just kind of fun to have, some Christmas holiday, fun in the middle of this hot summer.
Very nice.
And then on Saturday, Healthy Hippie Trading Company, Healthy Hippie, is doing their grand opening right down here, downtown at 2 p.m.
Yes, that's super exciting. What a perfect location for them.
Absolutely. And yeah, they're loving it. I know they were able to open right before July 4th.
Oh, good.
And so they were able to do a soft opening and kind of work out some kinks and see all the crowds as they were coming through. And they're just so excited to be celebrating this big grand opening. And so that is at 2 p.m. Flashback will be playing, and The Joy of Painting by Geo will also be there. And then there'll be some giveaways and some discounts, some really fun things with everyone. So please stop by. They're right downtown, right next to Funky Junk and Kelsey's, and just right where all the action is.
Yeah, in the old Sheridan's building.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. On the 12th as well, on Saturday, it's a busy day. Fiddler's Crossing is having Grant Malloy Smith play. And so there's lots of details to this. So you want to make sure you reach out to fiddlerscrossing.com to get all the details for that event. But what I've seen, Grant Malloy Smith is very talented and a wonderful musician. And it's a wonderful opportunity to enjoy some music on these summer nights. On July 16th, 23rd, 30th, And August 6th, Kern County Health is doing a health screening called Know Your Numbers. This is happening at the Salvation Army from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And yeah, they offer health screenings and information on how to keep your body healthy and how to create these really good habits that will stick with you for a lifetime. So wonderful that they're offering this on multiple events and multiple dates.
And this is all free, right? Open to anybody in the public to get some information. Really great resource for the community.
Yes, absolutely. So really excited that they're here and they're partnering with the Salvation Army here in Tehachapi. Our local public library has a lot going on this summer. Every day that they're open at 11:30, they have lunch at the library for kiddos. That's free. So, kiddos can come and then they get to hear a story and do a little craft and spend some time in the library. On Friday, they have Books in Motion with J&M Dance, and they're going to be doing Encanto. So
I'm excited for that.
Right? So fun. That's going to be at 11 a.m. at the library. And then on Tuesdays at 11, they have Toddler Time. 4 p.m. is ASL Club for adults. On Wednesday at 12, they have Trivia. And at 2 p.m., they have Crafternoon. And at 4 p.m. is Lego Club. Every Thursday at 11:30, they have Preschool Story Time. And then at 2 p.m., ASL for Kids. And at 4 p.m., Yarn Club. Every Friday at 11, they have Art, which
Just art.
So it leaves it wide open for interpretation, and you get to go and have some fun.
Love it.
And then at 2 p.m., they have Family Story Time. And at 4 p.m. is a teen craft activity. And on Saturdays, they have D&D for teens. So super fun. Every day, they've got something going on.
Yeah.
On July 18th, there's a girls' paint night at Mud Hut to Go right here on Robinson Street at 6 p.m. And then over at Fiddler's Crossing on the 18th, they have the spoken word happening where you can bring in poetry, prose that you really enjoy, something that you wrote, anything that you would like to share, and you can get up and share it however you would like. That is $10 to get in, and it starts at 7 p.m. over there at Fiddler's Crossing on the corner of F and Robinson. And then on July 19th and 20th, the Tehachapi Mountain Rodeo Association is doing their junior rodeo. So watch all those kiddos doing their thing. Mm-hmm. Some mutton busting.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
It's extra impressive and entertaining to watch the younger kids go out and do these things because, one, they're cute and it's, fun to watch them try to, wrangle a sheep or whatever. But I'm sure it's also extremely impressive to watch them riding their horses and ponies and showing their display of equestrian skills would be what that is. So yeah, the whole rodeo association, and there's just so many talented people out there in our local community. It's pretty impressive.
It is. It's so impressive. We have so many talented people across the board, and it's so fun to watch.
Yes.
And especially the next generations, seeing what they're capable of. On July 19th as well, La Bodega de Castillo is hosting an earring making workshop at 5:30. So I love earrings. Earrings are my thing. More than necklaces or anything else, I love making earrings and collecting them. So I think I might have to sign up for that.
Yes, you always have a fun pair of earrings, especially for the holidays and stuff. So you need to add to your collection, definitely.
Thank you. I've got owls on today.
Oh, very nice.
My little wise owls on. On July 24th, there is a business night happening through the Chamber of Commerce, Race Communications, and TVRPD. It's a wonderful opportunity to head out to Meadowbrook Park and see tons of local businesses and see what you can get in Tehachapi. You don't have to drive down to Bakersfield and Lancaster for very much.
It's true.
There's so much here. And so it's an awesome opportunity to meet and greet a lot of our local businesses, see what they have, see what the updates are. Jay's Hideaway just moved to a new location in Old Town. There's so many things happening and updates, like Healthy Hippie moving and House of Wax and all of this stuff. And so it's kind of a cool opportunity to meet some of these businesses and learn what we've got and, maybe get some fun discounts, maybe get a little treat here and there. Who knows? So lots of fun. And it's right before movie night. So head on over. It starts at 5:30. Have a chance to talk with everybody, get a little bite to eat, and then grab your spot for movie night at Meadowbrook Park.
Very nice.
Yes. On August 2nd, there is a back-to-school supply giveaway with Salvation Army happening, and I know everyone in our community has been working really hard to collect supplies and backpacks and everything that our kiddos need to get back to school and have, whatever they need. So that's really exciting. It's Salvation Army located at 538 East Tehachapi Boulevard at 9 a.m. on August 2nd. Also happening on August 2nd, there's a summer concert at Railroad Park.
Yeah, there is. August 2nd is a busy, busy day. There's stuff happening all around town.
Yes.
But we, the City of Tehachapi, are really excited for the summer concert. It is a free, all-ages concert featuring Four of a Kind, who you might have seen at the 4th of July celebration, or they're always playing at various spots around town. LCB, they play a lot in Bear Valley. They're a great band playing a lot of your classic rock favorites, and they're just a good time. So we're really excited to have this concert. It'll be in Railroad Park, which is located at the corner of Tehachapi Boulevard and Robinson, right here near City Hall in the Chamber, kind of in between those two. And we also have some new lighting. So I don't know if you've seen it, Claire, but at night we have 3 big trees in Railroad Park that are lit up with thousands of lights, and we get to change them for the holidays or the mood, and they look beautiful, and we just want to celebrate that along with the renovations and improvements that we have done to Railroad Park. So we're really looking forward to it. 7 to 9 on August 2nd. Everybody's welcome. We'll have some food and drinks there available for purchase as well, and it'll be all around a fun time.
Awesome. I'm so excited. And Railroad Park has really just transformed. It's gorgeous. And all the work that the city has done on it is just greatly appreciated. So
Yeah.
I love it. And I walked out there yesterday and sat on the picnic bench and just sat and enjoyed the space. And so it was lovely.
Yes, it's a great park.
Yes, yay. On August 3rd, Old Timers Reunion is happening in Central Park, kind of all throughout the day. And it's always a great time. Anyone who has lived in Tehachapi for more than 40 years is welcome. There's, food, there's entertainment, just so many opportunities to catch up with everyone. And it's just a really nice, wonderful time in Central Park.
Very nice. Also happening on Saturday, August 2nd in Golden Hills, a fun event, the Community Partners Day from 9 to noon. And it's going to provide a chance for the community to learn more about our public agencies, so our law enforcement agencies in particular. It'll be a really cool event where kids and families of all ages have the chance to see the Kern County Fire Department perform an aerial water drop with their new helicopter. Ooh. And then they'll be able to go get an up-close look at the helicopter, too. It'll be really fun for young kids, especially. I mean, I would geek out about it, too.
I would totally geek out as well. Yeah.
So KCFD will be there. Our Tehachapi Police Department will also be there, kind of in lieu of National Night Out, which will not be happening this year, but the Golden Hills Community Partners Day is a great chance to go out and meet our TPD and socialize with our officers, check out some of their police cars and cool gadgets. There will also be the Kern County Sheriff's Office, CHP, Kern County Probation, CERT, TVRPD, the Central California Animal Disaster Team, Hall Ambulance, the Tehachapi Family Life Pregnancy Center, the Catholic Charities, Red Cross, CASA, and Have a Heart Humane Society. So lots of stuff will be going on there. They'll have some taco food trucks and music. So it'll be a big event there to kind of work in place of our National Night Out, and it's just, we'll bring everybody from all across the Tehachapi Valley together.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that. Fantastic. Moving a little bit further into August, there's so many things happening. On August 9th, we start the day out with Chalk on the Walk by TVAA, and what a fun time of the year. It's so exciting to see everyone out first thing in the morning. They grab their chalk spot on the sidewalk all around downtown, and they get a whole thing of beautiful chalk, and they go nuts, and they make these beautiful, beautiful illustrations.
Yeah, this is another opportunity to just be amazed by a whole other skill set and talent that we have here in Tehachapi. So many talented artists of all ages, but it really is. It sounds like it might be, from what it's described as a contest, but it's really just a low-key event. Anybody can come out and just doodle a little bit on sidewalk if they want, or they can create a masterpiece. It is up to anybody's interpretation, and it really just is all about fun and encouraging art, and all of the funds go back to providing art supplies for our local schools. So that's through TVAA, and we're super excited for this event.
Yes, I know. I'm so excited. And in the past, they've offered, like donuts or like a little, something in the morning to kind of get that sugar boost going.
Yeah, your creative juices flowing.
Yep. Get the creative juices flowing for sure. I know a lot of people like bring out little pop-ups or umbrellas to try to keep, the sun off of them for a bit. And so think about that. But, reach out to TVAA Gallery and Gifts to grab your spot. And if you want to sponsor the event in any way, there's a lot of opportunities to do that as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Yay. And then in the evening on the 9th, there's Cheers to Charity happening at 6 p.m. at the little park at the airport. And this event has been going on for many years, 11 years. And every year they bring in so many much needed funds to fund several nonprofits in our community that are doing amazing work. So hats off to the Cheers to Charity group that have been working diligently over the last year to make this event happen. And you can go to cheerstocharity2025.eventbrite.com to get your tickets before they sell out.
Good deal. And for both of these events, the Chalk on the Walk and Cheers to Charity, we have a whole dedicated Hatchbot episode for each of those. So you can go back and listen if you need some more details. But yeah, Cheers to Charity. My goodness. I made the joke to MB and to Teresa that the event sounds like it could be like 24 hours long with the amount of events and food and music and entertainment that they'll have there. It sounds like there is just so much that's going to be going on and well worth your money because it all goes to great causes here locally.
Yes, absolutely. And I highly suggest going at the beginning of the night as soon as it starts because it will take you all night to do all the amazing fun things that you want to do. But hit up the dessert table right away. The dessert table gets picked clean very quickly.
Noted.
So indulge a little bit. Go and have dessert first and then go and enjoy some of the delicious food that they have.
Okay, love it.
Yes, and they have like wine pulls and all kinds of stuff for donating. So lots of fun ways to give back to our community. And then happening just a short bit after that, August 16th and 17th, there's all kinds of fun stuff happening in Tehachapi. We've got the Mountain Festival, which has been running in Tehachapi for 62 years.
Wow.
Holy cow. I mean, what a great longevity event. There's going to be all kinds of food, tons of fun, a dunk tank, lots of bounce houses and strikers and all kinds of fun stuff. Bear Mountain Boys, Flashback, Zephyr Saints, Angels Roost. We have so many amazing bands coming to play. Aerial Garden will be there, bringing their A game. Heart and Soul line dancing is going to get everybody out of their seats. Joey Strader is coming to play some of her best tunes. It's just going to be off the hook from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday and 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. There will be the church service Sunday morning at Central Park, and so a really great way just to keep the weekend going. There's going to be tons of vendors. We've got over 80 vendors.
Very nice.
And, amazing arts and crafts. Everybody's been, like I said, bringing their A game with all the amazing things to do. Tons of information about local organizations, local businesses. It's just really an awesome celebration of Tehachapi.
Yeah, it really is a legacy event here in town, and it's an opportunity for so many people to come back home. We know that there's so many, high school reunions, family reunions that happen that weekend too, that all revolve around Mountain Fest because there's so much going on in town. The businesses, restaurants, wineries, breweries take advantage of it too, of offering cool events that I'm sure that they'll be sharing in the weeks to come. So it's a really great event that we're excited about.
Thank you. Yes, and we could not do it without our partners like City of Tehachapi. Thank you so much. And WM, huge partners in this. And we have amazing sponsors. Thank everyone so much for making it happen. But also happening that same weekend, we have the Pro Rodeo happening the 15th and 16th. Always fun. So many amazing things, and then seeing these amazing rodeo performers and athletes.
Yes, this is
and
what
the bulls.
Right. All of the impressive stuff.
Yes.
I mean, this is the PRCA rodeo, so the pros from all over the country, all over the world are coming to Tehachapi to show off their skills.
Yay! So don't miss that. There will be tickets available very soon for that. And then Makers Market is happening in Railroad Park on the 16th and 17th. And there's still a few vendor spots left. So you can contact TVAA Gallery and Gifts for a vendor spot for that event. And then Green Street Get Down is happening on the 16th.
We're super excited to bring this back again. It was a huge hit last year, and I think a great opportunity to provide, fun all day long. The chamber has everybody covered throughout the morning and late afternoon. And then we'll keep the party going starting at 6 p.m. with live music. We'll have performances from Sammy Ramone. And then headlining the show is Video One. So it's going to be a great time. We're closing Green Street, kind of like how we do for the farmers market. We'll have a big old stage set up near Stray Leaves. And there's going to be beer from West Lane Brewing, some food trucks, and overall just a really fun time. It's an all ages event, and it really is great to see everybody getting out, dancing to the music, and it'll be just a ton of fun. Sammy Ramone is more like punk, pop rock, kind of some reggae in there. So like your 90s sort of grungy stuff. And then Video One will play all the 80s hits, new wave in particular. So we've got some variety for interests of all sorts for people.
Awesome. I love that. And we can't forget TVRPD, because they're starting the whole day off with an amazing 5K.
Yeah.
And so we have people that do everything, right? They get started early in the morning with the 5K, and then they enjoy a pancake breakfast, and then they get to enjoy the parade starting at 10, which we're taking.
The parade too?
The parade,
My
I know, right?
There's so much
taking
going on.
registrations for the parade. We want to see everybody out there. And then, you've got Mountain Festival and the rodeo and Green Street Get Down. So many fun things. And then the Gem and Mineral Show is also happening on the 16th and 17th at the Senior Center.
Holy cow.
So I know, so many things.
We need to create like an award for everybody that goes to every single thing. They get like the Mountaineer, I don't know, something award.
Yeah. And make a little passport, like TVRPD is doing with their parks, right? Just have a little Tehachapi, Mountain Fest weekend passport.
Yes. Hey, not a bad idea.
That's a good idea. All right. So tons of stuff happening, but we also know that TCTA, BK Theater, is gearing up for a phenomenal show that we've all been very excited about, Sound of Music.
It's going to be a big hit. I'm going to make the statement that might offend some people, but I think this is going to be the show of the year. And people are so excited for it.
And that's really saying a lot, because every show they've done this year has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I think it's all been building up, because I've been so excited for this, and I love Sound of Music growing up. So I'm really excited to see what they do with it and the creative license that they've taken. And it's just really, really exciting. But just if you guys want to get involved with TCTA, on the second Monday of every month, they have their board meetings, and it's all open to the public. So, they do director nominations, they talk about recent activities, any updates, and then forward movement for the organization. And so it's an awesome opportunity to get involved and be a part of this really magical thing that we have here in Tehachapi.
Yeah, and I think now is a great time to get involved. Next Monday, July 14th, is one of those membership meetings. There's a lot of change happening, so it's a good time to get your foot in the door and see how you can help. Even if you have no experience in the theater world, your experience could help the organization in some way.
Absolutely. And then the Sound of Music starts August 22nd and runs through September 14th. So make sure to go to tctaonstage.com to get those tickets now, because they will sell out.
Oh, yeah, they will. I think they have some shows that have sold out already.
Okay. Yep. I know. I was looking at it this morning. I was like, I got to get those tickets. I got to get my schedule figured out.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, that's everything I have. Tehachapi really has it going on.
Yes.
There's so much every day, everywhere you look. And if you guys check out the community calendar, there's also beekeeping meetings and Blue Star Mothers meetings and all the stuff, all the organizations here, all of their meetings are also listed on there, and lots of stuff going on all the time.
Yeah, there is so much to do. And let's reiterate, this 30 minutes of entertainment that we talked about is only for the next coming month.
Yes.
So there is so much to do in Tehachapi. Again, we say it all the time, Claire, but if people say that Tehachapi is boring and there's nothing going on, they are just misinformed.
They are misinformed.
Send them this podcast to listen to.
Yes.
Well, Claire, thanks so much for bringing in this whole slew of information. People really are going to be dang busy, and they'll probably be ready for a bit of a chill time after all of this fun.
I think so. But they'll have to gear up for Thunder in the Mountain in September.
Yes. See, and the fun doesn't stop. It just keeps on going.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, great stuff, Claire. Thanks again for coming in today.
Thank you.
All right. And anybody listening, if you have an event or activity that you want added to this list, be sure to email us media@tehachapicityhall.com, and we'll be sure to talk about it. But as always, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you back here next time.
You've been listening to Tehachapi. If you have a question, a thought, or a suggestion, email media@tehachapicityhall.com. We'll catch you again soon, right here on Tehachapi.